Cubital fossa. Now we will study about the cubital fossa. As first of all we will know about its location, its boundaries, the contents and its clinicals. So first of all we have to know where it is located. Basically it is located at the bend between the arm and the forearm. As shown in this diagram, this is the arm, this is the forearm, and the cubital fossa is located here. So basically how we define, if in paper it will come the cubital fossa, as it is a very important question. So how we will define? We will define it as it is a triangular space, triangular hollow space, as shown in this diagram. It is a triangular hollow space present in front of the elbow, and it is equivalent to the popliteal fossa, which is present in the back of the knee joint. We will talk about it later. Now we will further continue our study upon the boundaries of the cubital fossa. So as a triangle, we know that in a triangle we have the boundaries, apex and the base. So same happens to this triangle. We have a base, we have the apex, we have the boundaries. So it is the lateral side, it is the medial side. This muscle, this is the brachioradialis, and this muscle is the pronator teres. So the medial side is formed, means the medial boundary is formed by the lateral border of the pronator teres, and this is the brachioradialis. So the lateral boundary is formed by the medial border of the brachioradialis. This is the base. The base is formed by an imaginary line passing from the medial and the lateral epicondyle. Apex is formed by the crossing of the pronator teres and the teres of the pronator teres and the brachioradialis muscle. Okay, so now we will know about its location, its features, boundaries. Coming to the roof and the floor. So in the roof we have, in the most superficial part, we have the skin. Then we have the superficial fascia. What we have in the superficial fascia means the superficial veins. All these structures will be present in this. For example, in this diagram it is clearly depicted. Same here, this is the medial side, this is the lateral side. In the roof, after the skin, there is superficial fascia, which contains the superficial veins. What are the superficial veins now? The superficial veins are this: the median cubital vein, the basilic vein, cephalic vein. Basically, the function of the medial cubital vein is that it shunts the blood from cephalic to the basilic vein. It is a very important MCQ question, that the flow of blood is from cephalic vein to the basilic vein, or we can say from lateral to the medial side. Okay, this is the structure along with the cutaneous nerves, like the cutaneous nerve of forearm. In the diagram it is shown. This one is the lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm, and this diagram is showing the medial cutaneous nerve of forearm. So we have three veins and two nerves: the median cubital vein, basilic vein, cephalic vein, lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm, medial cutaneous nerve of forearm. These are the structures in the superficial fascia. From skin, then superficial fascia, then coming the deep fascia, and then coming the bicipital aponeurosis. Now what is the bicipital aponeurosis? Now coming upon the bicipital aponeurosis. What is bicipital aponeurosis? First of all, what is aponeurosis? Aponeurosis is the flattened tendon. Okay, now this is the biceps brachii muscle, and it is the bicipital tendon, and along with the bicipital tendon it insert as a bicipital tendon. Along with this we have a bicipital aponeurosis, means it gives its origin in the form of two veins, bicipital tendon and bicipital aponeurosis. This structure is the bicipital aponeurosis. Okay, now it will be more clear. that it is the bicipital aponeurosis, and it is the bicipital tendon, it is the biceps brachii muscle. Coming towards the contents of the cubital fossa, there is a trick to learn about the contents of the there is a trick to remember the contents of the cubital fossa, that is MBBR. Okay, MBBR means from medial to lateral side. If we go, then the four structures we will come across: the median nerve, then the brachial artery, then we can say this B as T also, because the T represents the tendon of the biceps brachii, and B represents the biceps brachii itself. So no worry, we can say it MBBR or MBTR. Okay, then last one is the radial nerve. These are the contents of the cubital fossa. The median nerve supplies some different types of muscle, namely the flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, flexor digitorum superficialis, and it leaves the fossa by passing between the two heads of the pronator teres. So in this diagram, this is the lateral side, this is the medial side. From medial to lateral side, there are four structures: the median nerve, then the brachial artery, bicipital aponeurosis, and then the radial nerve. Okay, thank you.